Whenever a newborn arrives on this small island, an elderly person must be put to death. Watching his own grandson being born, the old man doesn't hesitate to choose to jump off the cliff. However, his self-sacrifice doesn't bring peace to the island, because the doctor discovers that the woman is actually pregnant with twins. This means that another person on the island must die. The island committee immediately starts a discussion, deliberating on how to choose this person. After all, the resources on the small island are only enough to supply 513 people. It turns out that in 2045, an unknown virus swept the globe, and only a small island in the North Sea, known as Hell Island, became humanity's last refuge. The island's leader, Lisa, ultimately decides to hold a vote in 3 days. As the news spreads on television, the small island descends into chaos. But most people aren't too worried, because the island has an elimination system based on points, and only the 3 people with the lowest points are likely to be voted out. Jack, who is third from the bottom, becomes very panicked when he sees this. He only accidentally damaged a transport vehicle. Now facing the threat of death, his good friend David comforts him, saying that as the island owner's son, he will find a way to add points to save his life. The second to last is an elderly woman with limited mobility, who can barely make any contribution to the small island. And the last one is a carpenter named John, who was once despised for stealing medicine for his feverish wife. Although he has mended his ways and works hard every day, people still ostracize him. All 3 desperately try to improve their rankings within this final deadline. The old woman even secretly takes away the baby, attempting to stop the islanders from voting, but fortunately, this action is discovered by the baby's mother in time. The 3 days quickly pass, and the island ushers in the voting assembly. Jack actually breaks out of the bottom ranks, because the day before, he generously shared his apples with others. David and his mother agree to add 3 points for his friendly behavior. Now the person falling to the bottom is Anna, but fortunately, only 10 people vote for her, so she temporarily escapes danger. When it's the old woman's turn, the baby's mother holds a grudge and rallies a group of people to vote. Added to the carpenter John's votes, the old woman receives a total of 35 votes. Finally, it's John's turn, and almost everyone raises their hands. He gets the highest number of votes at 210. Just as John despairs, his wife stands up and reveals that David, the son of the island's leader, has abused his power, coercing women to trade their bodies for food. David denies this, but more women step forward to accuse him of his crimes. Everyone present is instantly on edge. David completely panics and hurries to his mother Lisa's side, seeking protection. However, the angry crowd demands that all votes go to David, letting him take John's punishment. Seeing the situation spiraling out of control, Lisa has no choice but to agree to initiate a vote, and all 300 people present raise their hands in support without exception. To protect her power and position, Lisa proposes to exile her son to the outside world.